Okay, folks, YouTube buddies, it's my birthday. It's March the 13th. It's my birthday today. We'll talk about how old I am, because I'm not really young. I am. Anyway, we're on our way to Catalina Island. And I didn't video a lot of what went on, but just to precipitate this, it's kind of a shakedown cruise for our new Morgan. First mate's over here kind of hanging out. But yeah, we were kind of under the gun on still getting a bunch of stuff off our old Columbia and bringing it over, and then hooking up. We found out that the power inverter that was behind the refrigerator that we thought was going to power the refrigerator, 700 watt power inverter, it wouldn't start the refrigerator. It just wouldn't power it. It would go into an error mode and then shut down if you plug the refrigerator in. So I went over to the Columbia and I got our 2300 water off of there, and I wired it straight into the bank of batteries. It's got a remote control so I can turn it off and on. And I just wired it into all the plugs and everything just fired up, did great. So that's good. I have a deep cycle 12 volt marine battery, and then I have an AD in there, pretty big AD, so we got plenty of power. I wish I could say the same for Mother Nature. We got no wind, just a very little wind. We actually had the sails all pulled out for a few minutes, and we had to go so far off the wind, and it was such a small amount of wind, we were only pushing in about 2 watts in all the wrong directions. And we want to get around to the backside before it gets dark. So anyway, what do we understand? Another couple at the marina went out yesterday and they saw a whale and a bunch of dolphins. And Anne-Marie actually saw a whale earlier, but I was up dealing with a cluster, you know what, around the roller furler, which I got all straightened out. That was fun. It's all part of the shakedown. Anyway, so the diesel's purring along great. We're doing about 6 to 6.5 knots at about 2,000 RPM, so we're good. No traffic. When we were messing around with the sails, we got passed by one sailboat. There was actually a sailboat race going on, although I don't know what kind of a race it could have been at 4 or 5 knots of wind, but I guess they were trying. They all had their spinnakers out. But beautiful day, all sunny and all. We, back behind us, Long Beach, San Pedro, and we are coming into probably about a quarter of the ways. So I'll pan around and show you how close we are to Catalina, and then we'll check back with you later. There she is in all her glory. We're going for the northwestern tip. Some people call it northern, some people call it western. It's kind of actually northwestern tip. We're going to go around it as we have done so many times before, and go around the back, and we'll get more shots as we go. And we'll try not to disturb the first mate as she lies in her slumber. The first mate did a pretty good job on the galley. Got it all cleaned up and spiffed up. So that's good. That's a start on this boat. This area needs to be cleaned up and straightened up some more. We opened up the pilot berth area, have turned that into storage, but we haven't gotten our shelves in there at all. That's coming very soon. Nav station, yeah, I've got so much work to do at the nav station. So we'll get that started too. At least I've got the new AIS VHF in there. And of course, Dog Friday has her little spot down here with her little dog bed. We tried to nestle it in somewhere where she'd really enjoy being in it, and she could just kind of rest. And she is loving that, it appears. So that's a good thing. Monster skiff. Bye Long Beach. Bye San Pedro. It's got a load of crab pots on there, eh? Yeah, you can see my solar panel on the side there that came in. I will be at least temporarily mounting that guy to keep the batteries topped off while we're out here. Plenty of sun, should do a great job. So how you doing there at the helm, first mate?
Doing good. We're winning the race so far.
Oh yeah, we're being chased down by a catamaran back here. You guys know how slow catamarans are. He has no chance. Anyway, Dog Friday over there taking care of the starboard side of the boat. We are coming up on my favorite rock formation. The one that has all the veins of whatever, probably magma that we're shooting up through the different layers. Really interesting. Coming into Two Harbors, folks. Yeah.
And then the chain, then I'll be able to just put the anchor up and let the chain out.
Yeah, I think so. Right, there's the trimaran.
Yeah.
There's the derelict. Somebody's anchored by it. As they say, the best laid plans. Shortly after the first mate tried to drop anchor and could only let out about 10 feet of chain, I had her take the helm and went below to have a look in the chain locker. I knew I should have checked all the chain before we left, but I didn't. A long section of the chain was frozen into 3 balls of rust. Instead of trying to fix it there, we decided to get a mooring ball. But our bad luck didn't stop with the rusted chain. After hailing the harbor master and getting no answer, we decided to take the closest mooring ball. Well, we quickly found that the stern line on the mooring ball was broken. What to do next? We dropped the bow line, waited a second for the stern line to drop, but it didn't. And of course, as we backed up, it wrapped around the shaft. We were stuck fast and it was getting dark. I was finally able to hail the harbor master, and he told me that he would be out there after his shift ended to assess the situation. He arrived and looked around long enough to find that we were indeed stuck fast and that we were in a safe place, so all wasn't lost. He told us to hail the office the next morning and have a diver come out and free us, which we did. That was only part of the fun, if you want to call it that, it is. Anyway, more on the next video, and the fun never stops.